want better for y'all.
I don't think enough people are saying this shit.
These are just our ideas.
Maybe we should all be a little bit more self-aware and a little bit less delusional.
What do we know?
What the fuck could we possibly know?
Hey, look, get your shit together.
Welcome back to The Reason They Should Have Never Gave You Niggas Microphones. I'm Lala.
I'm Bitch Shot Shae.
And this is Let Me Stay Focused, the podcast. What a time to be alive.
Yes.
You know? Whatever.
What a time.
I just feel like everything's crumbling, you know?
Everything is crumbling. It has been.
Literally tore down a part of the White House.
It's been crumbling since 2020.
Yeah.
Who would have known? Who would have thought like 2020 was gonna be?
We had plans. We were supposed to go to like Broccoli Fest or something. Lollapalooza. We had we were this close. We had really gotten it this time. Like we had the group chat. We had people. The people had money. We're all shut down. That's evil.
That's crazy when you think about it. And now we here, and it's just like it has not gotten better. I mean, like COVID got better, but
that's what I'm saying.
The world got worse.
Yikes! Like boo, you know?
Tomato.
But we're still here. I don't know if you consider that a net positive or what, but
we're hanging in there.
We're doing the best we can. What are you watching?
I'm just watching regular shit like The Morning Show, Abbott, Real Housewives. Nothing new.
I am watching Only Murders in the Building, and I'm getting very, 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 very scared that this is the last season. Like, people from season 1 are showing up.
In what way?
Like, oh, I haven't seen you in forever. Oh, man. Why?
Is, what, 3 or 4 seasons?
It's season 5.
Oh. Yeah, 5 seasons is like the standard.
They could get one more out of this if they just really put their hearts in it.
Maybe not.
I feel like if you're going to put out a last season, you need to say, like, here you go. Here is the last season.
Yeah.
Don't, like, because what is this duo from season 1 doing here?
Right. Kind of like the Shae, because the Shae been going for like eight seasons, but they said this is going to be the last one.
Yeah. And, like, when people start banding together and shit, I'm like, oh, why?
The writers' room getting a little tired.
And it's so fucking good, too. That and, well, by the time y'all hear this, I probably will have binged season 2 of Nobody Wants This.
Season 2's out?
Yeah.
Okay. I got to watch that because I did like that show.
I did, too. I was really excited about it.
It's another show coming out. You remember I mentioned that show, St. Dennis?
Yes, medical.
Yes. It's like a medical version of The Office or like ER version of The Office. That shit is hilarious. I can't wait. I think that comes out November or something like that. First week of November.
So you've seen, it'll be out.
Yeah.
When you're listening to this, what will we be doing? Oh, we'll probably be here in the studio.
When this drops?
When this record drops. Remember that? When Bow Wow did Soulja Boy?
No, I don't.
It's like, when this record drops, it's Tombstone for you, homie.
I don't remember that. I don't be remembering. No, it's like I have good memory, but I also like don't, and so it's kind of weird sometimes.
I don't want to like take us off the trail and like look it up, but it's quite worth because every time he says something threatening, he goes done. I think like Bow Wow put the sounds in there. That wasn't the editing.
But yeah, when this episode come out, we'll be getting ready to go.
We will. We're going to Jamaica. Are you excited?
I'm excited, but I'm also worried because I deadass don't have the PTO. So
what the fuck have you pulled now? What do you mean?
I told you this months ago. I didn't have it.
I thought you were joking on TikTok.
No, I was serious. But I'm gonna figure something out. But I got my tickets and stuff. So we move.
We just got to get a nurse on the phone.
Yeah, basically.
I know some.
Yeah, we got to figure something out.
This is previously recorded. The big shot's sick by the time you're hearing this. So we pray that she gets better.
Yeah.
In time to return to the office.
Yeah.
Hard ass.
But I am excited, though.
I'm like...
Yeah, it's like... it'll be here before you know it.
You know, like, well... As far as y'all are concerned, it's my birthday. But I love the like crippling stress of it's my birthday. I kind of do. Like, it's not good for me at all. Like the party, like,
right.
I have to get these Italians on the phone because the menu has to be impeccable.
It sounds stressful.
We have to put the goodie bags together. Oh my God, I have to check on the favors for the party. Because I was talking about the goodie bags for the trip.
Man.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
So much to do.
And I'm so excited. People are starting to call me and ask me, like, is this an okay outfit? And it's just always like, I love my birthday parties.
Yeah.
I think we've told the audience the theme is Mob Wives, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen it. There's a little sign up there that says Staten Island.
Yeah,
I'm
I
starting
did.
to put my little stuff up.
I did see it. I was like, okay. I was just like, has this always been here?
No.
But, yeah, I noticed it.
I was like going to do more. And then I was like, no. Shae's coming over. So
I want to be surprised.
So I'm so excited.
But I think I know what I'm going to do, like, outfit wise. Like, it's going to have to be real. Like, it's going to have to be chill because, you know, you're a little expensive, you know. But I think I know what I'm doing.
I am. I've asked people before if they think I'm expensive. But here's the thing. I will give a caveat. You haven't been on like one of our trips. So right. I feel like at the end you'll be like, wow.
Yeah.
I really got my money's worth here.
I'm sure. I got to get the money's worth. That flight, it was more so the flight that was so expensive, but it's because I waited so long to get it. But yeah.
I can't assure you you'll get your money's worth for that because you won't tell me. When I was like, how much was it? You were like, I don't even want to talk about it. So I can't guarantee you on that, but everybody else will get it.
I'm sure it got to be fun. It's going to be fun.
What? Like, guest experience is our number one priority in all events.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good time. And the party's going to be a good time.
Yeah. It's going to be a good week.
What?
I'm definitely looking forward to that week. That entire week.
Like, wow. I don't even know what I was talking about, but I do love my birthday. Happy November to everybody at home. Yeah. Yeah. And what was the one we came up with that other time? Was it Scorpio?
Yeah.
Wow. It's just a me season. Anyways. I have honorable mention. And do you have any guesses? It's who you would expect it to be. It's Keyshia Ka'oir and Gucci Mane.
How would I expect them?
They were on the Breakfast Club.
Oh. I did see some clips from that.
So I'm going to play. First of all, the shit that I decide is just like completely made up by the tabloids versus the shit that I believe that is completely made up should be studied. I remember being in CVS in college and being like, I don't know why the fuck they keep saying Bruce Jenner is transitioning on the cover of People magazine, but they're going to this magazine's going to go under for spreading this level of propaganda.
Okay.
And now when they were like Gucci Mane and battle with schizophrenia, I'm like, now they're making shit up about Gucci Mane?
Yeah.
Why? What has Gucci ever done to anybody?
That's random as hell.
And then I clicked the video. And I'll be damned. He's putting out a book and all. So Gucci Mane is honorable mention for his transparency, and Keyshia Ka'oir is honorable mention for how she handles it.
The business that you guys have built while
I have a system.
Personally.
I take his apps off his phone. First thing I do, I delete Instagram. I delete everything. Even if I got to change his password, I'm changing it because I don't need the public to know he's having an episode. You realize you'd never know about any other episodes since September 13th because I control that. Because you're not going on Instagram, you're not going on Twitter, it's deleted, and I just control everything at home. And now before the episodes come, I catch it. So that's why he hasn't had another one. And how you catch that is he doesn't speak to you. He wants to be left alone. He don't eat. He does not sleep. Text messages, there's a period after each word. And I'm like, you're going through an episode. You're sick. No, I'm not. Ain't nothing wrong with me. Why do you think that? You're not speaking to me. Well, there's nothing to talk about. I said, well, that's not how you speak to your wife. And I'm like, you're sick. And we snap out of it right then.
Wow. We heard Kim this week say how Kanye just used to give away their cards and stuff when he would go through episodes. And in the book you talk about,
I did that.
You just used to be giving away stuff.
I gave away jewelry.
Money.
And jewelry costs so much. You know how much it costs for jewelry? I would give my friends jewelry and Like, they know I went well, they'll take it.
So, first of all, that's heinous. If you took Gucci Mane's jewelry, give it the fuck back. Because if I get wind of it, you better get a fucking Ring doorbell, bitch. But also the way that she is attentive to him and supportive of him, right? Because I didn't know this book was happening, but I don't think that it's been like publicly and widely known this whole time that Gucci Mane has schizophrenia. And he goes on in the interview to talk about, you know, the last time before September 13th, which I don't really remember. Again, I'm just like, whatever. But
yeah, I was wondering what actually happened.
He was going off on everybody on Twitter, but he said like he crashed out really bad and then went to jail. And it was weighing on him in jail that he couldn't apologize to these people. So he gets out and he apologizes to a lot of the people. And he said that like them accepting the apology took like a huge weight off of him. Unfortunately, he did say that he apologized to Nicki. And so now Nicki's slandering Gucci Mane's wife on Twitter. But Kenneth Petty should take a book out of Keyshia's book. Take a page out of Keyshia's
He's
book.
busy taking her damn credit card. And
Yeah, now they're trying to
swiping.
blame Raw Ali. I don't believe it.
Like,
It's everybody but the damn husband.
but yeah, I do admire like you said, like how attentive she is to like what's happening with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's the definition of like love. Like especially when you married to a person. You know what I'm saying? Like through sickness and health, like that's real. Like
Yeah.
that's not just words.
And clearly he's ready to talk about it. You know, like he's coming out with the book called Episodes, right? It might be out by the time you're hearing this. But it doesn't seem like she would have ever spoke about it if he wasn't ready to talk about it.
Yeah. She was protecting him, you know, basically the entire time. Like,
Yeah.
so yeah, I don't think she would have ever. She don't really say much anyway, but
Yeah. And I just can't even imagine what it's like being incarcerated with that illness, because I know that that probably means that you have to deal with the psych ward in the carceral system a lot. And like, that's fucking awful.
was he? Well, I'm gonna have to read. That's a book I am interested in reading because I want to know like more information.
Yeah.
For sure.
So I did, before we move on, I wanted to include in sort of my honorable mention this infographic, Loving and Living with Someone with, this says paranoid schizophrenia, but I'm assuming that there's other kinds. Show empathy, actively listen, and validate your loved one's feelings. Learn about paranoid schizophrenia and its symptoms. Foster acceptance and adjust your expectations accordingly. Support your loved one in developing financial independence by exploring opportunities for work. Support your loved one in following their prescribed treatment plan. Connect with support groups, mental health professionals, or other individuals who understand the challenges. Instead of internalizing the accusations, consciously remind yourself that they stem from an illness. Pay attention to any noticeable changes in your loved one's behavior, mood, or overall functioning. Encourage their involvement in household tasks based on their abilities and interests, and encourage your loved one to explore new activities such as art, music, or sports. So if you or predominantly if someone you care about or live with is struggling with schizophrenia, those are some ways that you can be of support and also take care of yourself.
Yeah, and I think it's dope that they went on a big platform like the Breakfast Club and talked about it. Cause it like now I've been seeing a lot of people talk about it, and I mean, over the last decade, I feel like mental health has been like, you know, we've been talking about it more in our community.
Yeah,
but I like to see that we're actually like having the harder conversations, you know.
Yeah.
Because we always say like mental health is real, mental health is important, you know what I'm saying? But like that's very generic and surface level, you know what I'm saying? Like when people actually putting names to their illnesses, and speaking on their experiences, it makes it like more real, you know what I'm saying? It makes it like don't seem as abstract. Like, you know, there is a lot of people that just go undiagnosed and unmedicated, and it's like, you know, imagine like the struggle that is. So
yeah, my dad's sister has schizophrenia, paranoid schizophrenia. Yeah,
I think like schizophrenia and even bipolar, like they both have like a negative connotation. Like we grew up with people saying, like, we would think like somebody schizophrenic is like somebody standing on the corner talking to themselves or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like don't always look like that. Like so yeah. Anyway, I say all that to say I'm glad they came out with this.
Yeah. I'm glad Gucci felt safe enough to do it.
Yeah.
Shout out to both of them.
Shout out to them. Next we have Hotep of the Week. This week's Hotep is Aloysius Albritton.
Oh God, I don't even know what the fuck that means.
I don't either. But
Is that a spell?
It sounds like it, right? He actually was arrested in May, but he's a Norfolk church leader, or he was a Norfolk church leader,
I don't know.
accused of secretly recording people in bathrooms in Virginia Beach, Norfolk, and Maryland. And it says he was arrested in May and accused of taking a video of a man in a bathroom at a gym on Chimney Hill Parkway. When police obtained a search warrant for Albritton's phone, court records state they found other recordings of victims in a state of undress and while urinating in public bathrooms on different dates and at different locations throughout the city of Virginia Beach. Over the past decade, Albritton has been arrested in Norfolk, Virginia Beach, and Maryland for taking videos of people.
So he won't stop.
He's basically, a pervert.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But the fact that you're saying that he's been arrested on 3 different times in 3 different localities means you won't fucking stop.
Yeah. He failed to appear in court and he was driving with a suspended license. But some of those charges were dropped. According to court records, he was working as a full-time executive administrator at New Hope Church in Norfolk when he was arrested, making $1,800 a month. He has his doctorate in theology.
$1,800 a month?
$1,800 a month working at the church.
Okay. The church needs to unionize, but go ahead.
But yeah, they have since removed him from the church's website.
They need to remove him from this realm.
They had a procedural hearing held last Tuesday in court. He remains held without bond.
That's $450 a week.
Is that good or bad?
That check is $900 every other week.
Oh, you mean after taxes?
No.
Before taxes?
I mean, I don't know if the church pays taxes.
They don't. I forgot. So he was getting. Either way, fuck that nigga.
I mean, he's in the right place, right?
Yeah.
They'll forgive him.
Who?
The church.
The church probably said fuck that nigga too.
Oh, okay. We're gonna see. That's what I worry about. I don't know. We'll discuss it at a later date. Love the Lord. I have some questions for the churches sometimes.
That's crazy, man.
If this wasn't public, he's been arrested 3 times.
Yeah.
Y'all knew he was doing this shit. And that he wouldn't stop. And you let him work in your building? How many of those videos were in the bathroom of your fucking church?
Probably a lot.
What a good day for that. Hotep of the week. Next, we have lyrics and lessons, where we give a lyric and you get a lesson. I don't think you will guess mine.
I doubt it.
So I'm going to just read it. Mm-hmm. Okay, imagine this, but in a Louisiana accent.
Okay.
Yesterday, don't ask me about it. I'm trying to get a bag. You trying to get the cat out me. I've been feeling like Tiana. I don't need designer. I just need a mirror, peace, and love, and my mama. And that is from the Tiana Anthem by Larizi. And what I got from that is, you got to find out what the fuck brings you peace. As long as it's not fucking filming people in the church bathroom, and do that. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I think what people are often missing is, in order to find out what brings you peace and do that, you have to know you, right? Like, you have to know how you feel doing different things. And it's been shocking to me lately how many people don't know who they are.
Yeah.
I've been encountering somebody through my work and shit who's having an identity crisis. And it just hit me one day, I can't identify with this at all. Glory be to God, right? I've always pretty much known who I was. And my parents were very big on that. And I just know that that's a really hard thing that a lot of people are actively struggling with. And so I want y'all to take this as a reminder to get to know yourself. If that means to you, people love the solo dates. I'm not a solo date girl, but people like them. Find out what you enjoy doing. Maybe even start with asking yourself, if I didn't need somebody else to do it, what would I do right now?
Right. I love a solo date.
I'd probably be talking to myself on the corner. So there's...
Yeah. I do. I think it is a good way to, figure out what you like. Like you said, if I wasn't, like, I like when I meet, like, not even when I meet people, but just like if I'm with somebody and we trying to figure out like what we gonna do.
Yeah.
I'd be like, well, what would you do if I wasn't here? Like just to kind of gauge like, what would you be doing if I wasn't here? Like I think that is a good question to pose yourself. Like if I could do something and not have anybody there, or have somebody there, but like what do I enjoy doing with or without people? You know what I'm saying? Like it's very important to understand that.
I think that the first time, so like I could solo date myself. I just don't like, my solo dates would be in my fucking house, to be quite frank. I love being in my house. But the last something in the water, like the last one to exist, I'm pretty fucking sure. Mm-hmm. Day 2, I really wanted to see Flo. My friends didn't know who that was. And I was like, I'm just going to go up there early and see them and then just wait to find my friends. And first of all, it rained. So Flo didn't perform. But I was spending quite a bit of time like by myself, like just kind of like bopping around and doing my shit. And also I had a VIP wristband and they didn't. So it was very easy to like, okay, well, I want to go do this. I want to go do that. And I was like, wow, I'm having a good time.
Right.
Like, wow, I could do this. So now I don't really fret too much when I'm by myself. I don't think I was fretting being by myself before, but I will say that's the first time I was like, oh, girl, we having a ball.
Right.
Like, I know I'd be having a ball in my house, but like.
But when you're outside, it's different.
I don't think I would do it on, like, I feel like I would have to really want to do something.
Yeah.
And not have anybody to do it with to do that. But like, I realized I don't mind it.
Yeah. I think I lost my thought. Actually.
I'm sorry.
But no, you're fine. I think it's just the fact it's freeing because you don't have to consider anybody else but yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just you and what you want to do. And that's not to say, like, I mean, considering other people is a bad thing. It's not. But, like, when you by yourself, you don't have to. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like everything that you do is because you wanted to do it. So I think it's something like, I like that. You know what I'm saying? I like being free like that.
I like that. I do. Yeah. Once I open up that fucking Norfolk State University zero gravity chair and crank it to the back, don't call my motherfucking phone. It's so comfy.
So my lyric comes from a song called Devil's Pie by D'Angelo. And my homegirl posted this on her story, actually, Kate Ivy. And this lyric is, if I die before I wake, I hope the Lord don't hesitate to get to heaven done, been through hell. And the lesson I got from that is life is full of challenges and hardships. But if you maintain hope and have faith, then, better days will come. And hopefully, when your life is over, you go to the good place. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, we
don't really know what happens when we die, but we just can only hope that it's good. You know what I'm saying? We can only hope that it's not like hell. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I have a theory that, I mean, there's a lot of theories. People say we can go to like heaven or hell, or that we reincarnate, or just nothing happens. We don't know what's gonna happen, and I think like that's kind of the beauty of it. Like, I mean, death is already like heavy, but like I think the fact that we just don't know what happens after, it kind of just is freeing, because it's like, well, it don't really matter now. You know what I'm saying? And it's not gonna matter once you die, because nobody's gonna know.
Two things I actually want to add to that. One, which one of them is a little heavy and one of them's like, wow, that's interesting. Which one do you want to hear first?
The heavy one.
So, I'm rewatching Mob Wives, and I'm at the part where they're telling Big Ange, you're sick again. And she's freaking out. Like, she's just like, I don't want to die. I don't want to die. And they're telling her, like, Ange, it's going to be fine. You're going to be fine. You're not going to die. And it's like so hard to watch.
Yeah.
she's like, I take care of my whole family. Like, I don't know what they would do without me. And it's just like, damn, Ange.
Yeah. It's crazy though, because like we all have to die.
Yeah.
And so it's like, it sucks because, I mean, you really don't want to die, right? I mean, it's like, yeah, but we have to. So it's kind of like.
It gives me the heat thinking about it.
I really don't like to think about it, but it's like, sometimes I think the older you get, you kind of.
Yeah, I feel like I'll grapple with that when like I'm old.
Yeah.
I'll just start like talking about it early. That's how Caribbean people do. Like, they're like 55, you ask them to do something, they go, "Mi son dead." Like, that's the whole thing. So, yeah. But the other interesting thing is, during Rapture Talk, remember, we're not supposed to be here right now, or we're left behind. There was a girl who was like, I'm Catholic, so like, I didn't know that y'all, like, to y'all, heaven is a place that sits above earth.
Right.
Like, it's up, like
we go up to heaven.
You go up to heaven, like you're there, you have wings, like you see people. She's like, to Catholic, like you don't have like a body in heaven, and it's not like a place.
All right.
And that's how I realized, like, to me, my concept of heaven is like a place that sits above earth.
Yeah.
But it could like not be that.
It could not be a place.
Yeah.
Like, and to me, because I feel like we kind of grew up like, well, I don't know if like you grew up religious or, you know.
Baptist Temple Christian Academy alumni here.
Yeah, like Christians.
Through kindergarten.
Christians paint it as to like, yeah, you're going to go up to heaven, the heaven above and with the angels. But as I get older, like as I became an adult, I'm like, I don't necessarily think heaven is above earth. You know what I'm saying?
I still think of heaven as
like,
a place.
But we don't know. Like it's just something you just don't know.
Like even when I'm talking about people who are like up to no good, I'm like, they're never going to see the gates. Like I picture actual gates and it's like, yes, no, no, yes.
Yeah.
Like I've even said, you know, that person's going to get to the gates and they're going to hit the trap door. So I still, and even so with Rapture Talk, right? I didn't post the one talking to my grandmother, but I did post talking to my Nana. And they were both explaining to me, you don't get to bring your body. And I'm like, what do you mean I don't get to bring my body? And she's like, it's just your spirit. I'm like, no. How would if we run into each other in heaven?
How would I know?
How would I know you're you?
Yeah, because we say, oh, we'll see you again. How would I know?
And they're like, you just know. I'm like, y'all raised my parents. My parents raised me. I get a lot of my religion from y'all. Where was the break here? Because how did y'all know that, like, nobody, nothing?
I think people just had to find a way to, like, cope. And so, like, we just kind of imagined what heaven would be like, right? But, like,
I want my body.
How can we know though? And if you do go with your body, is it gonna be your body in the state that you passed away, or is it gonna be a renewed body? If you can't walk, will you be able to walk again?
And that's what I'm saying. They say, you know, like those who can't walk, those who can't see, will be able to do so in heaven. How the hell am I supposed to do that if I ain't got no damn body?
But have you ever listened or watched like near death or like I died and came back to life type experiences? Like people typically say like they see God, but it's not a like person. It's like it's just like a light or like a blob. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's not a human figure.
So where the hell was the apple at?
What you mean? Where was it at?
Eve bit the apple, right?
Yeah.
Where was the apple?
Wasn't the apple on the tree?
Where was the tree?
Wasn't the tree in the garden?
Where was the garden?
On earth, won't it? Or no?
How do you fall from heaven if heaven is not sitting above the earth?
Yeah.
Where was the trees?
But that's the thing, because we have satellite in outer space now, so we can see above the earth.
It's not going high enough.
That's what fascinates me about death. Like, we just don't know what happens after.
I still, even though many people are using very credible sources to convince me otherwise, I still think that like when I think of heaven, I think of a place. Like,
and it might be.
I think there's a place.
We can't. There's no evidence to say whether there is or isn't.
Do you want your body?
I mean, and that's the thing. I mean, I wouldn't mind taking my body, but the body's here on Earth. So I do think it's like a spirit, like.
Because my grandma, I didn't post hers, but like, she was like, if it was the rapture, there would be like chaos. And I'm like, why is there chaos? And she's like, because there would be car accidents. There would be, and I'm like, how? And she was like, because you would disappear. And I'm like, so is there a body in the car? And she didn't have an answer for that. But she was, and I was like, so the people on TikTok said, don't look down. And she's like, what do you mean don't look down? It's like, don't look down. Like, and I was like, do you have clothes on? And that's when she was like, clothes? You don't have a body. How are you going to look down? You don't have a body. And I'm like, well, where is my body? And if I'm raptured, where's my body?
Right. I think just how did we even come to be anyway? Like, life is just crazy when you think about it.
If I have a choice, I'd like to keep my body. I would like to keep, I'm currently 29. I would like to keep my body at age 35.
Well, at 35, you're not even there yet.
I just feel like it's going to be peak.
Grown woman.
Yeah. Unless I'm like pregnant at 35, then like let's shift down. Like I don't want to be always pregnant in heaven.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That would hurt my back.
I don't think it's a body though either though. I feel like you gotta pack light. You gotta, you know.
No, I feel like it's like a little neighborhood.
Yeah, of spirits just floating around. Maybe
you don't get a house in heaven.
Maybe you get a little cloak. You know.
What the fuck are you gonna put a cloak on if you don't have a body?
On top of, have you seen?
You don't have shoulders. What are you gonna put a cloak on?
Ghosts don't have,
and they don't have cloaks.
Casper.
Either. Ghosts are just invisible people. When I think of ghosts, I think of like people.
I think of
like see-through people.
When I think of ghosts, I think of like air, like spirit. You know, like I don't think. I mean, I do think there are bodied ghosts. I don't know the right terminology right now, but like I think there are like differences. Like I think if you stay here, then you stay in your body, like your spirit. Like you probably move around about. Like I don't know. I've never seen a ghost before, so I don't know. When I was like. 4th grade, I think 4th or 5th grade. My great grandma died when I was in 4th grade, and we used to live in this apartment building. Like my grandma lived in this apartment building, but like me, my mom, and my dad, like we lived in the same apartment building next door. And so I got off the school bus to like go home, but as I'm walking like to our apartment, I'm passing my great grandma's. But my mom's mom was living there at the time. And I seen like somebody wave out the window as I'm like walking past. And I waved. And later on, I seen my grandma. And I was like, I seen you wave out the window when I got off the bus. And she was like, I wasn't home. So I didn't wave at you. Like, somebody waved at me. I saw it.
I think I seen a ghost once too.
But I didn't actually see a person. I just seen a hand.
I seen the back of a person. Like, that's the only time I ever swear I seen a ghost. I was at my Aunt Ursula and Uncle John's house. And I think we did end up finding out. Whoever it was, he was young. And, like, he wasn't just, like, a floating person. Like, it was like I thought I saw a person, but nobody was there. And, like, not just, like, the shape of a person. He was younger. He was moving quickly down the stairs. He had on a Celtics jersey, and he was headed downstairs.
Yeah.
And, like, they've never explained that person to me. I want to keep my body.
Yeah. But I think, what if you can only keep your body if you stay? You can't, like, actually go up to heaven. You got to stay here on.
I'm not going to lie. I'd probably be down here for a little bit till I'm like, okay, fine. You know, body.
Yeah.
Because I'd be down here, you know, just like tending to people's business.
Yeah. Life is so crazy. That's how I know. Like, it has to be something afterwards because...
Like, would you go to your own funeral?
Yeah. I want to.
What if they're like, no?
Like, you can't go to your own funeral?
Yeah.
What if you can't go to your own funeral? But I imagine
I'd be sitting on the casket. Y'all look a mess.
I imagine, like, every time I'm at a funeral, I'm imagining that the person whose funeral it is there. Like, I feel like they are there.
I just think this is so sad.
It do be sad.
Like, I don't think I've ever thought about them being there.
It's like they not there, but they there. I feel like physically we can't talk to them.
Yeah.
But I feel like they are there in spirit.
Yeah. Well, that was a very long lyric and lesson.
Yeah. That might as well have been a down.
You won't believe what I have for Let Me Stay Focused.
What?
So have you heard about this situation with Deante Kyle in the church?
I seen your TikTok, but I didn't know what the context was.
Deante Kyle had I'm just going to play it. Like, just so we can hear it and be objective. He had a take on what was going on.
It's standing in the way
Jesus.
of the power of your gratitude really being fulfilled, right? You are misplacing your gratitude. You give all of the gratitude to the blood of Jesus and his sacrifice, but as our ancestors spilled their blood, sacrificed their life, sacrificed their pride, sacrificed their dignity, and endured, not only for our sake, but for the sake of your children. They had us in mind, right? And they don't get any acknowledgement. You don't acknowledge your own blood that was sacrificed. You acknowledge the sacrifice of this man. They called on him. He didn't show up. He gets all the glory. You should be glorifying your ancestors. It's literally your blood. It's in your genetic code. You might wake something up because you'll not only be glorifying yourself, you'll be glorifying the people who are the reason you're here in the first place. And I think that's one of the issues that we don't talk about as it pertains to Christianity. We get into a lot of the bag of whether he exists or not. He exists, he doesn't. Yeshua, whatever. You know, he's acknowledged as a prophet. I respect that, right? He's in Islam, he's acknowledged as a prophet. But the overarching image of Jesus in the Christian religion is of him on the cross, the sacrifice he made, the blood he shed. But what about the blood that our ancestors shed here on this land for us, for this country? Inventing in spite of, building cities, operating in the free market. The free market was good until it was a thriving black community. Then they interrupted it. It was all about the free market until that happened. Shout out, there's a shout out for that. The blood you should be praising is literally coursing through your veins. It was the blood. You're taking a shot of it every month, once a month. When the last time you venerated your ancestors? When the last time you acknowledged their presence or the sacrifice that they made just to have you here? You might wake something up. That's real DNA. This blood spilled out here right now that got your DNA in it.
So that was Deante's take. I don't even necessarily feel like I agree or disagree with that take. I think that that's his take. That's his personal belief. I do think that like our individual ancestors don't receive enough gratitude. Mm-hmm. I share that assessment. And I don't find Deante's take valid or invalid because of his belief or disbelief in Jesus.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I don't think he's lying. A lot of y'all don't care about the people who literally fought and died, because somebody in the comments was like, yeah, well, Jesus sacrificed himself for us. He died on purpose. He knew this was going to happen. And it's like, you don't think that the civil rights leaders were aware, I'm probably not going to make it out of this, but there's something to be left behind? You don't think they fucking knew that? Talking about going to your own funeral, if you ever watched the documentary King in the Wild, they said that like the closer it got, he would joke a lot about his own death. He knew it was coming. Like, they had like a roast/funeral for him and he was there. So I say that to say, I can assess a take whether or not I fully agree with it, but I can say that I agree with this take more than I disagree with it. This was someone's response.
And I told y'all that story about the demon that was, wanting to make a deal with me, and it had the candles lit on my candelabra on my nightstand. And in order for me to agree with it, I would have had to light the last candle. I said, no. But 3 nights in a row. Do y'all really think that other influencers on here, just because they're not Hollywood or celebrities, you think they're not getting approached too? They absolutely are. And with Deante Kyle, he been doing this. Why do you think he been into that ancestral worship? Y'all just didn't know it. Why do you think all of a sudden he boom, explode out of nowhere? What he did was he got black folks hyped up over being black and white people being jacked up. He ain't said nothing that all of us ain't already know or say a million times over. He's not doing anything special, nothing. But all of a sudden he come out of nowhere, boom, explode. Why do you think that is? And the moment he got y'all hooked in with the being black, I'm black and I'm proud, and white people are toe up. And as soon as he did that, what he say? Jesus is standing in your way. Where do you think that came from? Where do you think that came from? What does that have to do? Do you see what I'm saying? So Hollywood is over. Hollywood been dead. Hollywood is over. It's gone. So the enemy's not, he's not going to do nothing but just move industries. Okay, Hollywood's over. Social media is it. Let me get to these influencers.
I'm sorry to hear your ancestors are burning in hell, which to me is a physical location below the earth, to be clear. Any response to that?
I don't know. I don't have an opinion on that. Like, I don't know.
So here's my opinion on that. Deante Kyle did not say in that clip, Jesus is standing in the way. He said, Jesus is standing in the way of your gratitude being fulfilled because you are not being completely grateful to the bloodshed of your ancestors. That's what he said. He didn't say Jesus is just in the way. Furthermore, chicken and grits, you just don't fuck with black people.
Yeah, chicken and grits. Because you could have, I feel like that was shade.
Yeah, excuse me, bitch. And then, I don't know if I've shared, tell me if you've seen my TikTok already. You probably have, right?
The one in response?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if I've shared this on the podcast. I'm the dream person of my family. I've never had no dreams.
Yeah, I ain't know.
That they're coming to get me or cause me harm.
Or asking me to light a candle, or I ain't never had nothing like that happen. Yeah. When people say stuff like that, I can't relate. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't really have an opinion on what she's saying, because if I did have people coming to me in dreams, then maybe, you know what I'm saying, I could be like, okay, yeah, well, but I don't. So
I have not had, like, I've not seen in the comments under my video, her video, Deante's video, anybody be able to corroborate, yeah, when I see my ancestors in my dreams, they're burning in hell and they're trying to lead me astray. And I say that to say this. Speaking of things being in the way, we cannot let our personal belief in God, who he is to us. Let's even put this separate from the church, the belief in God. We cannot let that get in the way of us seeing our brothers and sisters struggling with religious psychosis. We are not doing anybody any favors by letting them bug the fuck out because we don't want to unpack our own uncomfortable feelings about what may be too far for some folks. And I know that's difficult for a lot of people, but there is a too far. And we have to care about the people around us, because oftentimes people who are really, really struggling mentally will latch on to religion, right? Become, extremists in a lot of cases. And because the thing that they're being extreme about is the Lord, we just let them suffer. Because no matter what they're exalting or becoming hyper fixated on, everybody struggling mentally deserves help. They could be a religious person receiving treatment, receiving medication. That was strange to me. And I can just think of quite a few other people who are experiencing religious psychosis. And I cannot express enough, any type of psychosis is not fun for the person going through it.
Yeah. I do think there's levels. I don't know. I don't know if I have enough information as far as educated on the topic, but as far as psychosis, but I do feel like there probably are people who have certain gifts or abilities, whether it's good or bad. Like you say, you a dream person in your family, you're a good person. You have good energy, you have good family. So you probably haven't experienced anything nobody coming to tell you light this candle.
Yeah.
But I don't want to say that just because someone maybe experiencing something that sounds crazy that is not real. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I do think there is obvious signs sometimes where you're oh yeah, that person's going through, we had conversations about certain people, especially when we see them go from one thing to the extreme.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I do think some people do experience certain things. A lot of people may not believe them because of how it's coming across, or because they may be they may have a mental health issue or something like that.
Yeah.
So, do I think that lady has psychosis? I don't know. I don't know her. You know what I'm saying? I think she sounded a little crazy. Yes, I do. But I also think like it's when it comes to on two different things. One, I don't disagree nor agree with Deante either. Like I think he made valid points as far as a lot of people don't vindicate their ancestors, don't acknowledge them in the way that they paved the way. But on the other hand, I think a lot of people do acknowledge their ancestors, and a lot of people do try to get into the hoodoo or, like, there's like different types of like practices that you could do to like get close with your ancestors. And I think even those practices are like, you don't want to play around with them because you don't know, you know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of it is like, for me personally, I just try to thank God because I know somebody had to place us here. Do I know it, like when it comes to Jesus, I do have questions. I don't have like a specific belief like, yes, I believe in Jesus, or no, I don't believe in Jesus. I do think the Bible has stories and I think or parables and they came from somewhere, but I don't think they necessarily are 100% accurate. I just feel like we're here, we on this earth. I do know my ancestors paved the way for me to be here, and I am grateful to them as well, and I acknowledge them as well. So when I'm praying and then when I'm like thanking God, I'm also thanking my ancestors. Like I'm thanking my angels, whoever is protecting me, whoever, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like there's no way for any of us to know any of this shit for real.
Yeah.
Like, we just don't really fucking know. Like, and I don't think a lot of people believe certain things, but it's like a belief is just a thought that you keep telling yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's not necessarily fact or fiction. You know what I'm saying? It's not, we don't really know. So that's kind of where I always end up. Let me just thank God just in case, let me thank my ancestors just because I don't know. But I know I'm here and I know that I'm blessed and I'm in a space where like I'm grateful for my life. And so I just give thanks to whoever is responsible for that.
Yeah. And I think from my perspective, it's kind of like of all the families on earth, of all the lineages that I could be a part of, I thank God that I'm part of mine.
Yeah.
Right. And I don't think it makes any better or worse than anybody else.
Yeah. I
just like mine.
Yeah. And some people do come from fucked up as lineages. Like,
yeah,
I believe some families are cursed and some families had to deal with some
Kennedys.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I you don't want to go, if you were that person in your family that broke a curse, or you escaped from whatever happened before you, then you don't want to go thanking people who may have like not been good, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like it's real.
It is. I will say that to say this about that girl's video. There's plenty of people ripping her to fucking shreds because like there's anti-blackness all through the thing, whatever. What I'm saying is that I don't want my belief in God to keep me from seeing whether or not my brother or sister is struggling.
Yeah.
And I think that for people, because, right, like usually becoming hyper religious happens over time with like an escalation of mental illness, right? People being like, well, I'm just glad they're into that and not something else, or like whatever.
Right.
And again, we could not use her as an example, even though there's something going on there, right?
Well, we could use old girl last year. I don't know if you remember the girl Mystic Lipstick. Yeah, and she was like, that was a legit psychosis. You know what
Absolutely.
I'm saying?
And that wasn't even like a Christian spiritual psychosis, right?
It was just spiritual. Like, I don't know what her like actual religion was. It was definitely like spiritual in a way for her, and she had been displaying signs of psychosis for a while, and I mean, I don't know if anybody tried to help her, but I know as like people on Twitter who follow her, because she had a lot of followers, you know what I'm saying, like it wasn't really called out like she's struggling. So we just kind of see certain things and be like, that person's not right.
Right, but if it was something else, right, like let's say, pick something fucking random. The movie Cars 2, right? If someone was talking about and exalting themselves and like doing all of this shit about the movie Cars 2, we'd be like, are you okay?
Yeah.
And that's what worries me. I will also say that, I don't know how to put this. Deante Kyle has every right to make that take the same way the girl in response does, right? I do, however, feel like that acceptance and that like tolerance oftentimes only goes one way, right? Like, particularly in America, if you want to be a Christian, do it, right? But like, for anybody to get up and say, I'm not a Christian, the vitriol they're met with is a little alarming. And I think that that's something that like those folks have to work through. And I will also say that I've been seeing recently a lot of this rhetoric that like Christians are the most attacked religion. I don't necessarily share that belief. I think particularly in the US, I think Islam is the most attacked. Muslim people are the most attacked.
Yeah.
Not to play oppression Olympics, but let's be honest here, right? Like people could not wear their religious garb out after 9/11.
Yeah. I mean,
let's just be honest.
I think the criticism of Christianity is valid, especially when it comes to slavery, because it was used to keep us in check. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it's all so...
It's difficult.
Yeah.
And it's been through this whole episode before we even got here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was going to tie this... We're over time. I was going to tie this into how you know whether or not you're at a church that is preaching the gospel or prosperity gospel.
Right. Because
that's going to have to be its own episode. I just want y'all to know that like at least for, and I don't even want to speak for you, but like at least from low, do your best not to hurt anybody. Take care of yourself. Care about the people who are around you. Yeah. And give a fuck about the people who aren't around you.
That too.
I figured, like, focus on being a good fucking person. And that's why I also say, like, to me, like religion, like my belief in God and the church are separate things. Focus on being a good fucking person. You will never hear an attack from me about what you practice if you're not fucking hurting anybody.
Yeah. I
don't think that Deante Kyle deserves to be attacked for that belief. Because to be clear, he also never said you need to worship your ancestors. Yeah. I don't think, hey, you should be grateful for your ancestors and what they've done for you. And also, like, ancestor is not always
the right word.
Yeah, like it has like a genealogical perspective that like Harriet Tubman ain't all of our ancestor, right? But she's also all of our ancestor, right? Like Portia Williams' grandfather was a civil rights leader. She didn't know that the Underground Railroad wasn't a real train. Yeah, it happens. It happens. Just be good.
Yeah,
be good to the people around you. Be good to the people not around you. And even though it is very hard when folks like this come out and attack you, spew fucking anti-blackness on your podcast or other places, or like we saw that Norman Freeman, the comedian, tried to get a wig, and that girl was like, "You're gay, you can't have a wig."
Right.
Okay. That is hard to deal with.
Yeah.
And I'm not here to tell you turn the other cheek. I'm here to tell you that there are other people who give a fuck about you, and that can be hard to sift through. Yeah. When you're under attacks like this.
Yeah.
That's it for me.
Just be good, man. And stop trying to box people in. Like, you know, I think it's important to keep an open mind about how people choose to believe. Like, life is hard. You know what I'm saying? Life is hard. So if somebody's, you know, a good person and they doing the right thing, like, I don't really think they deserve to be attacked. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, he didn't really say nothing that was wrong.
And that episode's from like Christmas.
Yeah. Like last year?
Yeah, like I think he has on a Kwanzaa sweater. I remember watching that episode and I was like, oh, they're gonna be hot about this. But the podcast it was big, but it wasn't as big as it was now.
Yeah.
And it was one of those ones where I'm like, when he really get to doing something good for himself, they're gonna come back for this.
Yeah. For sure. And that's how it is. And I feel like that's just a part of, you know, when you are a public figure and you growing, you know, people are just they're going to go looking for stuff to use against you and try to bring you down. You know, you gotta just be prepared and stick it out, tough it out. Because at the end of the day, as long as you a good person, you doing good things, you know, you're not hurting nobody, it's gonna be okay. I think Deante, he has good topics. You know what I'm saying? Like he the things he talks about is like a lot of people don't. They either be like scared to talk about it, scared to say certain things.
Yeah.
I mean, if anything, he's authentic to himself. So that's really all you can really ask for. And like, I do want to touch on the part where, before we go, because I know, like you said, we over. But when she said he's an influencer, so like, yeah, now Hollywood's dead, so now they're moving to influencers. Like,
but who is the they? It was a dream you had out of your fucking skull.
Right. Exactly.
Like, that's not me talking about heaven because I see it as a place above the earth. No, your brain's in your fucking skull. That's where that dream came from.
Just because you don't want a person to see a person be successful or make it, you know, and they saying something you don't like, don't mean that they in the fucking Illuminati or, you know what I'm saying?
But
like,
that's what I'm saying. Who was the they? Because when she said they approached me too,
yeah, she never actually said.
The approach was a dream she had.
She was just talking. Like, some people you really just gotta like, girl.
I'm trying to like leave space because I do think that she's struggling with something. I don't know what the fuck it is. But
you watch her other videos? Because I don't know who the lady is.
Deante Kyle responded and said, I ain't never had no dream like that in my life.
I think I did see that. Or maybe you said that, but yeah.
I also said that, but like he was just like, I don't have no type of dreams. I sleep very peacefully.
Right. That's what I'm like, I ain't never had no dream like that. I don't never want to. Even when people say they have like sleep paralysis,
ooh,
I don't even have them type of dreams.
Heaven no. And honestly, we keep running over. I will say, like, I was telling someone in the comments that like I cannot have those type of dreams if I'm in public. Like, let's say like we're going on a trip. Mm-hmm. I won't have one of those dreams. Not at my home, not where I'm not safe, asleep on a plane, asleep on a train.
Yeah.
I know they're being brought to me for a reason when I'm at like my safest.
Exactly.
And where I feel like whoever is trying to get me a message, whether it be God or my dad or my friends, they know where to find me when I'm home. You in the comfort of your own bed and what you call the demons from hell.
Right.
How do they have your address?
Right.
How do they know where you live, girl?
It's very, very valid. Very much so. See, you're asking the important questions.
And my line sisters could vouch for me. I had a dream about fish. Does anybody want to confess? It was my aunt. Sorry, girls.
Yeah, I ain't never had them type of dreams. I have dreams like, I have certain types of dreams, but like you said, we over, so we ain't even gonna get into it. But do you want to do advice for the internet?
Yeah, let's do it.
So they gonna have campus restricted. You gonna have gates up around the campus. You gotta pay $45 in Norfolk, Virginia.
And we're gonna have a hot plate of fish.
What's up, y'all? So
Big Lex.
First of all, happy homecoming to Norfolk State University Spartans and Spartans only. The only homecoming that matters in the state of Virginia is at 700 Park Avenue. But now that we got that out the way, there's a few things that I feel like, I need to address. There are a lot of videos on TikTok that keep showing up on my For You page of people that never went to Norfolk State, never took a class, never did anything, complaining about tickets for the tailgate. Let me explain something to y'all. The tailgate ticket is the same thing as the game ticket, which is $45 for homecoming.
I still think that's too high.
What y'all fail to realize is has nothing to do with it. We've been doing this. We've been selling tickets for a homecoming game. And they've been requiring tickets for the tailgate. What y'all don't understand is in order for them to calculate the attendance of people coming to our homecoming, you need to buy a ticket. It's very simple. Or you can stay home. Or you can drive 45 minutes.
Oh, man.
Get stuck in traffic on 64 and go to Hampton's homecoming, which I doubt anybody's really going to do that. But I digress. So, like I said, either you buy a ticket or you stay home. It's very simple.
We're coming to see the Black History Museum.
We are coming for that.
Not this fucking weekend
We're
now.
not coming for homecoming.
No. I will say the price increase was because of Michael Vick. They
did increase the prices.
They put that on Front Street. But look, you got to give a little to get a little. My Spartan card is in pristine condition.
Fortunately for me, mine is lost. I don't know where mine is at. But
I still paid because I need a hot plate of fish.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about bringing a fucking chair with me.
I think the advice, though, is like, if you ain't even attend college, you don't, just be quiet, bro. We ain't even ask you. We ain't even ask you.
It's okay. You can come get a hot plate of fish.
Just pay the $45. It'll be worth it. It better be worth it.
There was 35,000 people last year. I will say it does need to be safe.
It does need to be safe. Like, and hopefully.
But they want that money for them people that didn't go to that school.
Yeah. As they should, though. Because people really do be on Norfolk State campus like they went there. And y'all need to relax. Because y'all wasn't in the financial aid building.
I was going to say, I don't even be feeling like I went there.
But you did. But you did, though.
And I graduated from there.
You know what I'm saying? So, y'all need to relax. It's going to be good. But, yeah, by the time this air, homecoming be done anyway.
By the time you listening to this, I got on the Hawaiian.
But for next year, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know.
Get your hot plate of fish. You'll see us out there.
That's it for me.
Take a picture with us. This has been another episode of Let Me Stay Focused, the podcast. Behold, don't be a hating ass bitch during the break. Try to be the best person you can be. And we'll catch you in the next one.
Peace.
Another episode of Let Me Stay Focused. Don't be a hating ass bitch during the break.
Peace.
Bye.